Make Toys fans in the audience?
Clearly these guys love Make Toys, and they love Seegers. So there's Thundercracker, another Thundercracker. Wayne and I got two of the exclusives in the showroom. Start limiting a few other pieces. I feel like the whole Seeker umbrella rainbow is just close your eyes and throw a dart at the board, and that's Seeker now.
I mean, there's so many. It's still a great mold that holds up really good. And if you've ever wanted any Pantone, you will get it.
Exactly. It looks sharp. It's not for me, but it looks nice. And that's it for Make Toys. Enjoy your exclusive. So DX9. DX9 recently released Red Storm. Incredible. Oh yeah. Massive return.
Amazing piece to return to G1MB for. It is truly great.
Yeah, like the official MP was pretty solid, but this just looks great. This just looks great. There we go. So it looks good, and that just came out. I think it's setting a new kind of precedence for how they do their figures.
If you've ever messed with the Unique Toys movie things, you'll feel a lot of the DNA of that in this, in a very good way.
And their next one is going to be Prowl. So here's some examples. It looks good. I mean, it's still in development. It's a cop car, it's a Datsun. It does everything that you want that check box to be. But it's nice to see the way the panel lines look. It doesn't, especially you can see here, it's not going to be a humongous hood chest. It's going to transform into more
compresses down.
Yeah, a more compressed and animation looking robot mode. The cab's going along well. I'm sure it's a couple months out still. But here's still, it's an older image, but that's what the robot mode is going to look like. I'm sure it's still being tweaked. It's going to look amazing in paint because that Red Storm in hand is fire.
After the Sideswipe, I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, and I want to see what else they're going to do. Blue Streak's my favorite. I can't wait to see this in Blue Streak.
I don't think they could do that.
No, that's do another blue repaint 100 times. We're good.
Your 14th white version.
So DX9 Mini have been doing really solid Legends figures. They have a Jinrai coming out, a God Jinrai. So you can see the smaller robot of the larger robot. And these creatures are a little bit older now, but they do have some updated color test shots. But for a Legends figure, the new Masterpiece is solid. Solid as all hell. But if your problem is the economy of space, not the economy of your pocket, this is the way to go.
And I mean, honestly, looking at it, it's probably more involved than the MP is.
I already think the Power Master is better than the official MPG.
It's just inhalable. It's tiny.
Yeah. There's their double platter, and there it is in the test shot color. And they had this kind of as a teaser with their brainstorm. And then further, they're going to tease the next Godmaster. So they're going to do Overlord and then Breakaway or Getaway, whatever you want to call it. Getaway, Star Dash. Those moves.
Based on the bits they've done in there, because they've not got a lot of Legend stuff yet. But it's all been very interesting.
It's been really solid.
And so I think this is going to be exceptional.
And more, honestly, I want more of just not season one.
Yes.
I love season one, sure, but I want more obscure things. So Collection Space. Collection Space have been doing this.
You wanted more obscure things.
More obscure things. So they've done we actually got to see this at the last show they had just started. So these are some fresh samples they had. They sent over some pictures. Again, it all depends on what caters to your collection. It's not for me, but it could be for a lot of other people.
And I mean, it is undeniably, in terms of engineering and features and stuff, it's a significant step up from their bundling. Do with that what you will.
Again, it's not for everyone, but there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
So. At least it holds up. It can stand on its own. That's a lot more than a lot of figures can say. And then it's got a backside. Me too, Starscream.
Me too.
I could also do that if I wanted to.
Welcome to the sexy third-party panel.
And what I like about the alt mode is it has like different configurations for the jet mode.
That's so cool.
And it's slick looking, like that's different. That I like.
And it does a clever thing here where if you take that kibble off the bot, it forms its own mini jet. So
it'll have almost like a drone to accompany.
Yeah, they've done something with everything here. It is a fully featured toy.
That's so cool.
And you can see all the different accessories and faces for some reason. Okay, New Age. If you like Legends figures, New Age is kind of the upper crust.
Yeah.
They just recently, showed off pictures of the Trailbreaker. That should be out very soon. And it comes in different flavors. Like there's the G1 cartoon Trailbreaker. That looks amazing. They're going to do the toy version. They're going to do the shattered glass version. You have your obligatory lockdown retool, obviously.
The natural lockdown Q Transformers retool that, frankly, I'm surprised the MP didn't get to yet.
Yeah. And then the Auto Trooper, which again, super cool, nice niche stuff. Like, I like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I will buy 3 of these.
Yeah, absolutely. New Age did tease that they're still in contact with 5 years of tease and breakdown.
Yeah, those who are paying attention will remember them threatening to do this years ago.
Yeah.
But again, they've improved so much since then. This is going to be phenomenal.
And I think that's important to remember because the tooling, the engineering has gotten so much better that if it had been released back then, I'm not sure people would be as happy with it as it will be when it is released.
This will be very impressive.
But we're not going to see too much more of that. What we are going to see though is a New Age Sunstreaker.
Oh, there you go, Brad. Oh my God, heck yeah.
I think it looks amazing.
It's a real nice piece.
Sunstreaker's such a good character too.
And he seems to be a weirdly difficult design to pull off.
Get my collection.
But I think this nailed it. The chest, the head, the overall look.
Clean as well. No, I think they did a great job.
Wow.
And if you're going to do Sunstreaker, you have to do his brother, Dick. Dick's got massive hands.
So wrong.
You know what they say about guys named Dick with big hands?
Damn, he's got some big hands.
He's got big hands. But he does come with his the jetpack. It does work with other New Age figures. I think the alt mode looks solid. I think the robot mode has potential. Big ass hands.
We know how small it's going to be. Like, I don't doubt it'll be a great piece of engineering.
I think once we see it in color and more dynamic poses, it'll shine. Yeah. I have nothing but faith in you. I think it's going to be stellar. And there's the old group shot. I think that's ideal. That's what I want for my collection.
It's a
Like,
hell
that's
of
what
a
I
money
want
shot.
on my shelf, and that's perfect. Well worth the wait.
Where's Warpath?
He's around here somewhere. A Mechanical Skull Studio. So another Legend scale company. They recently did Armada Starscream. So they're doing Ramjet, and it looks so good in these colors. This was honestly one of my favorite releases.
I mean, the Armada Starscream was an unbelievably good out-the-gate piece. It just full-featured. If you have any love for the design, the Mechanical Skull Starscream is a beautiful piece, great fun, and I'm thrilled to get excuses to buy it again, frankly.
Yeah, the head sculpt looks good. The colors are perfect. The mold is just so posable. You can see he comes with the Minicon. Now the Minicons on these guys don't transform into robots, but they do have their alt mode. And in this one, it folds up a little bit more for a weapon mode. The cannons are posable. Not only the cannons posable, but like the base for the cannons.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more.
There's a lot of
clearance.
display options. You have the cannons up and down. You can do a wing sword. It'll unfold, or you can do it in a mending sword.
Yeah.
Or there's a clear version. And
Yeah, it's a lot of nice options. I love the hands. I love the different hands. It's not just like the gripping a gun, but it's also like I can hold the blade and
the
angle.
value of the angle blade hand
Yeah.
is huge for any sort of character.
Definitely good thing.
And they're doing more Armada stuff too. So on top, I'm sure they're going to do, you know, the obligatory repaint of this into Skywarp. That just makes sense. And it looks sharp.
Yes, please.
And it'll look great with Demolisher.
Damn.
Now, like when you look at it, you're like, man, that's the best looking Demolisher we've ever
Yeah,
done.
I like this is better than I thought you could make Demolisher look.
And it's a legend scale figure, and he can make a tiny little fist with his little gun hands.
It's
Like the fingers, I mean, they've got like full articulation, but he can still squeeze it out.
It's more than enough. No, this guy is maybe my most anticipated figure.
Yeah, I'm a big Armada Demolisher guy, and that's just fine by me. Like it looks genuinely good.
I mean, it looks like it's coming along quickly. Last time it was renders, now this is a proper prototype, and it's, oh, look at
I
it.
did get to see like a very early cast of it, and you couldn't really tell because the plastic's so thin. It was just to kind of test the tooling, but I mean, this looks really good. And he's going to come with 2 mini coms. He's going to come with Bone Crusher and Blackout, and you can see Bone Crusher on his arm. And again, it won't transform, but it will have like the power links feature. The turret will kind of move up and down. Basic, but
Fun fact, Bone Crusher was the first Transformer I ever had, that little mini gun.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a must-have.
Exactly.
I mean, I go like I've always been like into collecting, but Armada was just beat me over the head. Like it really knocks back into it.
It's a lot of fun.
Like solid. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of the Blackout that kind of like merges with the tank, but I'm told he is coming with the
Yeah, it's
figure.
legend scale.
And he's on the fast track. He's, I'm assuming sometime later this year, depending on the tooling and scheduling, but it looks like it's coming along. I don't really have a whole lot of notes to it. I'm 100% down for all the remakes.
Oh yeah, no, the Mechanical Skull, this guy has the ability to make Armada designs look as cool as they did in those occasional screenshots of the show.
Yeah. So, I mean, more power to them. Thank you, big ups to Mechanical Skull for setting up this stuff, and I can't wait to see more. And they did, I was talking, they are teasing more Armada figures as well in the future. Bingo toys. So there's a little delay here because for whatever reason, the Bingo Toys slides that I had disappeared.
Which is pretty shame.
Which is a shame.
Cool stuff.
But I managed to just quickly put them back in here just before we started. So Bingo Toys has Galileo coming. That's their masterpiece scale Technomons.
Okay.
And I think before we saw some like early CAD renders,
Yeah.
but these are definitely more developed and color and I mean looking phenomenal.
Yeah, I think you and I were talking earlier. Like, I like G1 stuff. I like Armada stuff. I like Beastwars stuff. I like when it looks like the story's like it don't have to be slavish to it. I like when it takes a stylized approach to it. And I think this scratches that itch.
Yeah.
Like it's very visibly it's straight.
Well, and I think as well, because these are a stylized set, and you can see it a bit more, I think, in the individual bot modes, but they're not so heavily stylized. I think if you like stylized figures, they'll really do it for you. If you just want an MP Technobots,
Yeah.
I still think it's going to scratch that itch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in combined mode, my house shaking up.
Yeah, no, I like the overall look of them as in mode too. Like there's a strafing is shuttle mode. I think it looks amazing. Afterburner looks good in the bike mode, and they look good together.
Great together.
And they look good as in their robot modes too. I like how slender it is. It almost has an IDW feel to how.
It's quite, arguably sort of, he looks fast.
Yeah. Straight foot shark too. Very clean from the back.
Yeah, I think this is looking like it's going to be a really promising set.
Yeah. And then they're going to Tanya.
I'd just like to say we got to the idea first.
There's only one winner. You're not first, you're last. Trademark for Bohemian.
But I mean, look, it does, like, joke aside, this actually does, I think, look
I think it looks really good.
really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's another sort of female version of a male character, but this is, I think, taken more seriously than something like the collection space and even like their own Windblade. Like,
Yeah.
I look at this and there's a real style to it that I kind of actually really dig.
I like the proportion of the shoulders. I
Yeah.
like the cannon. I think it looks sharp. I like the tread skirt coming off the back.
I think the way I put it is this definitely looks like Tarn first
Yeah.
instead of,
Whatever.
you know, first.
Yeah. I think it looks sharp.
That's a really good Tarn almost, yeah.
Touch toys. Touch toys are kind of like, they're not really Transformer looking design. They are a transforming robot, but they're really doing their own independent design. And that's so hard to do in this kind of like collector
Yeah.
world. Right? Everyone wants, Transformers or Cobots or something, but like this is their own design, and they're for sure they're vehicle mode first.
Yeah.
And they absolutely killed it. I spent 4 hours transforming that was a J19N, J16N in the case. I've never felt more accomplished. Ever.
To a certain kind of person, you put them off forever, and to another kind of person, they're going to go and get one.
Yeah, like it was fun. It genuinely was fun, but it took some time, and my fingers were swollen. But it's worth it.
Yeah, I kind of want one now just to beat that record.
I'm pretty sure anyone can beat it. But I like how detailed the designs are. This was, I think it's called J35C. It's their, is it Phantom? Is that the plane is? I'm not a big plane guy.
That's a yes.
The names, but it looks cool. I like the weapons, kind of like a crossbow. The eyes light up. The missiles have magnets in them, so when you touch the head, it can go from a blue, like a flashing, a slow blinking blue to a red. I like that. It's neat. I'm not usually big electronics in my robots kind of guy because I don't like batteries bursting and burning stuff out. I don't like that. But
The risk.
yeah, the risk, the inevitability. But I think it looks good. I like that their stands transform. This one's called Hellbird, even though it turns into a missile truck. Either way. But it's got this cool, like, even the missile pods kind of transform, like, twisting like a dial when they open up.
I mean, on these things, every surface transforms
Yes, it
16
really does.
times to...
And one thing I really appreciated, they sent us some like in the box, and I thought it came with like a little sword. No, it's a splinter. It has like a genuine tool to save your fingers the trouble of having to hammer through tiny, well-compressed parts. I wish more played. I wish more.
I kind of wish that was more common.
Yeah. And we have 3 of these in the case. We have one robot mode and one vehicle mode. And at the end of the show, I'm going to give away one of each of them to a lucky fan. So, stick around. Come see me at the end of the show. We'll figure something out. I don't need to do a contest. I just want to make someone happy. So we're going to get something. And I want someone else to suffer as I have suffered.
You can take it home, but you have to put it back in old load in the box
you have
first.
to. Whoever can do it before we completely break down the dealer room. Good luck. The gods forever beginning of But this thing was genuinely cool. I'm joking, I'm sarcastic, but it's one of the most entertaining things I've transformed in a long time. It took some time. It's incredibly smooth underneath. The base kind of transforms. It's smooth, or you can flip it the missile pod so you can display it underneath. It has this really cool magenta blade. And you know what it reminds me? It reminds me like the old IDW Jetfire. Like before everything got so G1-ish.
Yeah.
And that mix of movie and just the chest reminds me of it. I think it looks real sharp. It's a big boy too.
Really big.
Really big.
How big?
Really big. But no, I was very pleased to see how posable it is. They got this guy too, this big bomber.
This one, for some reason, is the one that really got me. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm going to have to get this one. It makes me think of like Stratosphere.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, big
Hit
strategy.
the gym.
Now, I didn't get actual pictures of the bomber, but like you can see a little bit of it in the back there. I couldn't get a clear, unfuzzy picture. So more of this guy coming. I like that part of it turns into like a big hammer, big war hammer like that.
Good stuff. Very low now.
And I think, of all the designs, this one looks the most humanoid.
It feels like a character design
Yeah.
rather than just a robot.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from Touch Toys in the future. Something different is, like I said, it's so rare to see these guys from kind of together. Unique Toys.
Oh.
Unique Toys have been doing a lot of movie stuff.
Yeah. And nailing it, frankly.
Yeah.
They're incredibly good at this at this point.
I think the next figure Unique Toys is going to manage to squeeze out here is Stinger, the Red Destroyer. It should be soon. I think they actually just had a color test shot print. They didn't have enough time to like give the principal like good photography of it. But I mean, look how. And I'm not even a huge like Stinger as a character guy, but I can't hate figures like going from that to that. And if you've ever handled it, like the Unique Toys, that's black and white kind of stuff, it's so smooth.
That is just straight third-party black.
Unique Toys have the ability to do this and make it fun and easy, and it's legitimately one of the most impressive things I've seen in third party is just what they're able to pull off.
And I always hear like, oh man, that's gonna be so hard to transform. But then like you get any of their stuff, and it flows so naturally, and so smooth. It's really impressive. Like, again, I'm not a huge fan of that design, but I have to have it because I have to see what it's like. I have to experience it because I think that's a beautiful all mode, and it really is like an engineering feat to see that it goes from that to that.
If you want to learn how to make transforming toys, buy Unique Toys movie figures and transform them a lot.
Yeah.
Because they basically do whatever they attempt as well as it can be done.
Yeah. And I know they have more pictures of their Optimus on the way. I didn't include any new pictures of their Optimus because I think the next time fans should see it is when we have some color.
It's looking real nice.
Yeah, and it's unbelievable how it's looking. Stinger has the battle mask. He has the blasters. I can't wait for more. And Magic Square. You get the lumber here. I'm a huge Magic Square fan. I love it. They've been doing masterpiece scale stuff as well, and they just did a video on Onslaught. And the transformation is so simple, but so intelligent. I think it looks incredible.
I mean, they're really making an incredible jump from Legends to Masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's working, frankly, better than it has any right to, and Onslaught was always my favourite, so this has me very, very excited. I can't wait to mess with this.
Like, I feel so greedy that like, just seeing this, I can't wait to see the other two. I want to see how, like I think everyone's got a little bit of Combaticon fever. They just showed like the Age of the Primes Vortex.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, Combaticons are back on everyone's menu. And like, yeah, this definitely brings me back in.
Really, this is the cool.
Yeah, and like the everything about it. They got the face sculpt. They got the overall proportions. Look at the dynamic posability.
And again, like with the previous ones, you can just see little places where it's basically the Legends figure, but just with the edges cleaned up, some additional panels and bits, just a little bit, just to finish the whole thing at the scale, and it makes such an effective piece. They nail it.
And one thing I like is that the weapon it comes with isn't gigantic. It's not so big that like it will eventually weigh down the arm. It's a good scale and proportion. And a very dynamic, well-balanced figure. He looks good from all angles. The fellow that takes the pictures for Magic Square is a guy on YouTube named Optimus Legends, and he does an incredible job. He's got a video that just came out of a review of this. You know, you can see him with the team members that are already out. I think they marry well.
Yeah.
They really look like the cohesive team.
Look at that.
Just
That's Ultra Magnus.
see, you get it. You know what's up. And sound team. The oval looks good. I like the toy like camo on the hood. I love the colors. And it's big enough that we're all can put on the back.
Which does show just how kind of huge this is actually going to be in our mode. He stretches out a lot.
And the turret can rotate 360. Chest mold looks sharp. It looks like it's the toy model, and I'm not sure how they're going to do, an animation version or the toy version. Either or.
They'll do it.
We're going to see some updated shots of their Dinobots. So they have some more principal photography being taken of these early samples. Swoop looks incredible. So this is the first time seeing these pictures. It's great from all angles too. I like that the beak almost has like the fake kind of break.
Yeah, it's, a few figures have done stuff like that. What's Starscream side doing it? It works really well.
Very clean legs, clean back. I like that Magic Square doesn't usually have the issue with like filleted leg.
They always close everything up as much as they can. I mean, Swoop is probably the hardest one to make cool and clean.
Yeah.
And I think it does a good job as a kid.
I think Snarl here looks great too. What I like about this one, especially in the side profile, is the legs don't look like giant cancer boots.
No.
You know, they're big, yes, but they're not so big that it's goofy.
There's got to be some clever collapsing trickery going on.
Yeah.
Because it's impressive.
Stellar clean back. Even the halves of the tail are clean on the back. So I know these guys are coming along real well. Hopefully we'll see them maybe sometime third or fourth quarter of 2025.
Yeah, they look like they're at sort of a prototyping stage.
Yeah. There's their 6-shot. So their 6-shot is going to come in two different ways. It's going to be in a 2-pack with Ultra Magnus, and then individually they'll have an individual Magnus and an individual 6-shot. And as I understand it, there will be some slight differences between the 2-pack and the individual releases to kind of, maybe sway fans one way or the other. But this is a Legend scale figure. It's a little bigger than your typical Legend scale because he's supposed to be a little bit bigger. Yeah. If you're going to cram 6 molds into this, it's going to have to be a little bit bigger.
It's a damn good robot. I mean, that is.
It's a Legend scale figure with like articulated hands.
He's got articulated. Oh, you're right. Yes.
He's got little knuckles. Maybe not the finger, like the thumb. But he's got hands that open. I love the look at the back. I love seeing the tread on the inside of the arm.
No, I mean it's looking great.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of this design. I can't wait to see more. One more for the road. See you soon, sweet 6-shot. Fantastic model. So, I mean, potato.
You have become a fantastic model.
Fantastic model, fans toy. Same guys, and they're doing sideswipe.
Real good stuff.
That's right. The sideswipe wars have begun.
Yeah, and only sideswipe. No other lambos. None. Just sideswipe. No repeats. No.
They always do that.
I think it looks very clean.
He also looks excellent, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a clear winner with these side swipes.
No, I
it
think
is two excellent options.
The face, the helmet design, I think, is very clean. It's appealing. I like the design of the legs. I think they got the arms right. I know it's a weird thing to like the right amount of cable where it should be. I think they.
It's a really nice artwork.
Yeah, to have that opening hood and the doors open like that, that's a make or break for some people, and I think it's incredible to see it.
I mean, it's an iconic artwork, and they've done an awesome job.
Like, and seeing stuff like this makes me want to see. I know we have an excellent masterpiece on screen.
Yeah.
I would like to see what they do.
Yes.
I mean, why not?
Well, I mean, this is it. Sunstreak is difficult. The MP is great, but it's a little messy.
Yeah.
It's a little.
If we're going for this cleaner aesthetic,
How well can it be done now?
yeah. And a little teaser for Red Alert that we're going to get into right now. So I think Red looks good. He's got the retooled arms with the door wings kind of hanging off the side. It's the obligatory design that most people want, especially for someone like Fans Toys to design. I would be really shocked if it was ever just.
It's the required alternate option,
Yeah.
but I'm glad they're showing it now, and it looks like they're very cleverly. Doesn't look like those doorways are going to get in the way at all.
No.
And likewise, it looks excellent. They both do.
Yeah, and I like that it looks like their guns are different, just slightly.
I mean, Frank Toys are very good at doing those last, like, attention to detail elements of just very minor tweaks where people might not have noticed if they weren't done.
Yeah.
Notice that they are.
Like, and he's one of those figures that would lend well to having the little glowy bits on the head and a hand face. Like, I don't love all those extra bits to lose in the store, but like for Red, I think that's a very acceptable thing to throw in there. And they look great together. Now, what's the time frame for them? I don't know. But March came out incredibly quick.
It's true.
So
these guys will probably be out somewhere between tomorrow and
5 years?
maybe. Yeah, sounds good. Could be.
They've already victory lap next week.
It's true. It's true. We're living in a new world right this week.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So Fans Toys have been focusing a lot on the Constructicons. So we can see some newer pictures of their hook. The feet are incredibly cartoon accurate, which is, some people love it, some people hate it. I love it.
It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
They change colour.
Yeah.
I think he really is, of the ones we've seen before now, easily the best.
Yeah.
I think he comes out just great.
I like the grin he has, the alternate face grin. He looks good, and dynamic posability. I mean, the crane it's simple, but it's done well.
No, I think this is, again, a really good alt mode. I know some people, I might have been one of them, had some frustrations with like the Scrappers alt mode not quite coming together, but that hasn't been an issue with any of the others. This looks very tidy.
Yep, I think it looks good. I think it looks great as a team. Long Haul and Mixmaster here look really sharp.
And we haven't, and this is the first we've seen of either of these two.
These are
And
the first.
I'm very interested to see this set come to fruition, actually.
And Long Haul's one of those characters, like it's either really well done or really not. And I think we've been really lucky recently.
Yeah.
I think in the last batch of Devastators that we've all got pretty good.
Longo's a weird design in that he's both the bulkiest vehicle and the skinniest rogue.
Yeah.
But I think it's a bit more stylized, like a bit further stylized away from just Toon as Toon than the others are. But I don't know, this one actually really works. I like this guy a lot.
I like the overall design aesthetic they were going for. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it transforms. You can kind of see where things go in your mind. I think it's such an interesting design to pull off.
Yeah, and again, you can see this sort of like very involved, but still a bit arts-formy engineering going on. Like that backpack